Welcome to the 6th annual Running of the Frankfurters, live from Frankfurt Square.
And hundreds are lining up in Frankfurt Square as it is time for the 6th annual Running of the Frankfurters. Brandon Axman alongside Grant Otten as we are jumping right into things. The Little Smokies division right now, heat number 1.
Very exciting here on the far left side of your screen. That's Jax, owned by Crystal Riley. Then you got Gracie by Paul Rolo by Alberto Arcio Torres, and Daisy by Kim and Francisco Vizquez.
And all dachshunds in this first heat are from Columbus. Little Smokies is 6 months to 3 years old. Here we go. We are off. And one is getting chased. And was that Rolo? Comes across the finish line in heat number 1.
Let's see. It was a very close race. We got a coming in very late is Gracie. Or excuse me. Yep, that was Gracie. And then Jax coming in second, but Rolo with the first place finish.
He is heading to the championship where he will race the winner of heat number 2. Now there's 5 divisions. Senior judges.
I was easy to come through. You talk about Pablo and this next returning champion. You got to think to be in this one. The lineup, they're bringing these guys out right now. There we see Molly right there, I believe. Fiona getting set up, and I like the technique here. We got the purple bone here for Fiona on the other end, trying to get some motivation going. Any other tactics? We're seeing a couple other toys. Any favorites? Do you think Pablo returns here?
Now, of course, this is a 25-yard stretch, and we talked about it pre-race on Facebook Live. There's a catcher and obviously a releaser, as you can see. It's a 3-team effort. Diablo coming in this one, of course, or Pablo as the favorite. Kimmy and Francisco Vasquez, the defending champs. Heat number 2 of the Little Smokies. Here we go.
There we
on the ground.
Kovu getting pretty excited here to start off. Kovu. Fiona to the wrong owner, but with the strong run.
So we have a new potential champ. The defending champ, Pablo, goes down. He came in second. He gave it a great effort. But Fiona will be going against, was it Daisy, heat number 1 winner?
Or we got Rolo in the initial one. Daisy and Pablo adopted brother and sister. And then Fiona with the upset, owned by Kelly Vaverka and Dave Case. Or I should say Fiona's humans are Kelly Vaverka and Dave Case. But what an upset to start things off. A fantastic. And it's a little warm out here, but you cannot ask for more beautiful weather to have these Frankfurters battling it out in Frankfurt Square.
Absolutely not. Rolo and Fiona will battle in the youngest division, but we are moving on to the Hot Doggers, where there are also 2 heats in this one as well. Now, this is from 3 years old to 5-year-old. Purebred dachshunds only allowed. Of course, if you're not, that's what the Wiener Wannabes is for.
And we got 3 racers in this first heat. We initially had 4. 1 dropped out. But you can see them coming in here. Lexi, Bentley, and T-Bone from left to right.
Lexi from Columbus, Bentley from Columbus, T-Bone also from Columbus, and all Columbus heat once more. There are dogs from Lincoln, Schuyler, and Omaha as well, all coming for the 6th annual running as we're about ready to go. Heat number 1 for the Hot Doggers.
Lexi talking some smack over there, barking a little bit, getting the other contestants riled up. And she's off to a hot start.
Lexi can back up the bark. Now, did she cross the line? There's 2 lines here.
And we see Don Maracek here, the official,
we almost
saying he crossed that first line.
But Lexi didn't cross the second. Now, what is the regulations? Do you have to cross them both or not? I think
they're fighting for a toy.
And now we got we got T-Bone kind of just hanging out.
T-Bone hanging back.
Some grass or some sticks or something.
And, well, actually, I think that might be Bentley right there. Justin Stutz coming out of the middle lane. Justin Stutzman's a little disappointed his dog to make it for it. Now, we got Doug right here, Doug Moracek. Doug.
Yep, we need Doug.
I got to ask you, so we're talking official rules. Do they only need to cross this first line?
As soon as the nose comes across the first white line, that's the winner.
And we got it there. We got
Official
it.
ruling.
And if it's close, that's a dead heat. But we haven't had no dead heats yet.
There it is. No dead heats in a long time. And Lexi coming through with a strong finish. That was a close one. You got Lexi coming in, barely crossing that first line with the nose. That's all she needed. Backs up, does a little trash talking, a little celebration dancing before she played with her toy. Comes away with the Heat 1 victory.
So we now move to Heat 2 of this division. Only 2 of them this one, Trip and Coco, both also from Columbus. This is an all Columbus division. Now, great racing so far that we've seen, Grant. Competition is fierce.
Well, you are an expert on this. You are a Datsun owner yourself. Radney racing later on here in these heats. So do you have any inside wisdom? I know Radney didn't have we talked about this before, didn't have the strongest performance last year. He's coming back with the vengeance. Anything special that sticks out of these 2 racers for you?
You know, some people think these dachshunds just show up and run, but at least for Radney, strict training regimen this time around is here we go for heat number 2, and it's a close one. I believe that's Trip showing the legs on that. And it's Coco.
Terry Weezer and Trip with a beautiful victory, but this might have been the tightest race we've seen so far. Only 2 dogs, less distractions, I suppose, but Coco coming into just a very short second place.
So it's going to be Lexi and Coco.
Lexi and Trip. Seeing Trip on that far side. Coco, that was a tight race though. Coco barely coming up in second.
And now, so we're getting all our dogs lined up. Next is the senior sausages. This is the most competitive division coming up. There are 3 heats, all with either 3 or 4 dogs in them. This is for ages 6 and up. So a lot of seasoned veterans that maybe have ran on this a couple times.
We're talking about some battle-tested wiener dogs here coming in for some tight racing. These are a tight-knit group. We got 4, 3, 4 as far as the number of dogs in each heat. We're going to see Radney again, your older pup in that 3rd heat. So very excited to see how he does, but in this first one,
Rambo, 2014 champion in here.
Rambo is ready to go. He's almost taken off twice. This guy is ready to sprint. It is going to be a tough race. Excuse me, that's Gus on the far side, Rambo on the far right side. Gus is the one that looks ready to go.
Now, Rambo is the most experienced of the senior sausages. He comes in at old and experienced 8. Zena, 6. Gus is 7 in. The final dog is 6.5. Missy Randall. First and last name. Oh, we got some nice boys over here.
I'm seeing Missy has the crow. She looked very aggressive and very ready to get it. We'll see what these dogs have to bring.
And we're up on this one right now. Leading from start to finish.
Gus with a beautiful run. And then you see Missy got her toy. She's taking it back to looks like David Randall. She's going to shake. Oh, we got some ups.
And it's Gus officially with the win. The wired. Missy is the official word, actually. Missy, so upsetting Rambo. Missy, the youngest at 6.5, proving to be the difference in the first heat of the senior sausages.
So it looks like they might have switched lanes there. But Missy with the victory. And with all these dogs looking the same, I would prefer if they kept them in the proper lane. Otherwise, it is going to be literally impossible for me to tell which one's which.
So next we have the 3 heat, or the 3 dog heat in this one. Heat number 2, Sophie, 7 years old, coming from Columbus. Harriet from Omaha, 8 years old, coming all the way to this Columbus circuit. But we have Freckles, 9 years old, from Columbus, also competing here.
So we have some very strong competitors, very veteran competitors coming into this 3-dog race. Expect this to be a good one. Doug and Jared Rieger coming in for Sophie. Now we talked to Sophie. If you got a chance to see our Facebook Live before here, you can still go back and check out our pre-race analysis of today's course and today's dogs. We actually talked with the Rieger's dog and Sophie, along with Karen Rieger, one of our owners, to get a get a little prediction on how she thought they were going to do. She's hoping for an improved performance this year, but again, you never know what you're going to get.
Now Sophie, a miniature red. Looks like we have a Dapple as well in Freckles. And Sophie taking the lead. Sophie, wire to wire, gets it done in heat number 2 for the senior sausages.
So the Riegers got to be happy about that one. Sophie coming away with the strong victory. Doug with a smile on his face as they come out, and I think Freckles just a little bit tired there.
Oldest I'm going to have to leave you in the booth for this one because I have a dog in the stake. Bradley hailing from Columbus is 6 years old. He's my guy going against Gretel, Heidi, and an 11-year-old Gary. So I'm going to have to be the catcher on this one. I'll be right back.
So Brandon, yeah. So best of luck to Brandon. Brandon is going to join us again shortly in the booth following this race, and he may be in and out depending on how Radney does in this race. Radney's competitors Gretel in lane 1, Radney in lane 2, Gretel's owners Mike and Kim Allen, followed by Heidi in lane 3, Jennifer Starosik, Kurt, as well as Kurt Starosik, and then Gary in lane 4, owners Becky and Andy Brown. So we'll see what we can bring to the table here. We got a couple toys. Brandon using the stuffed rabbit there on the far side. And we got a tennis ball here on the far right side for Gary. We'll see what comes through. And a strong start for Gary. And almost instantly, now I tell you what, Radney coming through with a third place finish. She improved from not even finishing last year. Gary with a great run there. That's exactly what you want out of your dog, straight start line to finish line. We're running well right now. We got owner Andy Brown very happy. You could hear him over the back there. Very happy with that victory. There you got Radney. Well, you can see Radney, a close-up here on Radney from as he's fresh out of that race.
Now, Radney moved, which he didn't last year, so he came across the finish line. I don't know.
I think he got a third-place finish, I believe.
Third place. Didn't get last, and it was a training regimen I talked about. So very pleased with Radney's performance. He's only improvement.
He looked great out there on the course. Couldn't have done much better. Radney, anything to say? No, just tired. Very tired from the race. Very hard fought. Tough competitor, though. Gary, that would have been a tough dog to beat in any of these heats. He did a very good job. And now we got, it looks like we got our special needs wieners coming in here. Roman Noodle in lane 1. There you can see Brad Hansen holding him, and then Abby with Eric and Heather Spiker.
Roman Noodle, 14 years old. Abby at 8. And you see them both hopping along, doing a great effort. Uh-oh, we got a little off track here. But, we have a standstill. The performance-enhancing object gets him across the finish line. What a close race.
Great finish there at the end. I think the initial pass, now we heard from Doug a little bit ago, Doug Rodchek, about the initial pass. We got our second place finisher. Now you come in second, but how do you feel about the race, how he ran?
I think he did really well today. I think he was prepared coming into this event, and we're just very fortunate and thankful for being here.
Very exciting, great run. Best of luck to you guys. Hopefully see you guys next year.
Yes, definitely.
Now come back with a vengeance. Awesome.
So that was the championship right there. Just 2 wiener dogs with special needs, giving great effort, leaving it all on the racetrack as we move now to the wiener wannabes. Now this is part dachshund, part anything else. So you might see some canines with a little bit longer legs than we're used to.
We're seeing Brad Hansen back here again with Yogi. He's supposed to be in. And well, we're also going to see Lolly, owned by Ashley Curtis, Jax by Brooke Fluckinger, and Toby by Michaela and Jordan Waka, excuse me.
Now, anyone who's a baseball fan knows Yogi well, especially in the summer. Mr. Hansen always is hanging out at Pawnee Park Field, and Yogi is usually anywhere where Brad is. He's close behind.
Now we got the second place pup, Roman Noodle there. He actually, Brad Hansen held him in the last race, so he's coming in for a second. He's got a little experience. Their dog's a little older, ready to go, a little more veteran, and a lot of toys here in this race.
We got Toby Also in this one, Barbara Jeans. A big thanks from Barbara Jeans for helping sponsor the 6th annual running of the Frankfurters, helping make this broadcast possible. As we are underway, Toby running very fast. There's a dead heat. I think that big guy might have came across first. Is that Jax?
Looks like
that was a
Jax
close
with,
one.
Now, it is possible if there's a tie, we can have a runoff.
I believe that was, yep, Jax with Brooke Fluckinger here.
What's the official ruling?
I wonder who is going to be proven right and who is going to be proven wrong.
This has been the most competitive. 1 through 4.
A dead heat.
So we can have a runoff.
Dead heat.
Runoff between two.
Columbus Monument, another sponsor.
All right,
of
I've
the
got to grab you real
6th
quick.
annual running of
So
the
a dead heat
Frankfurters.
here. You said we haven't had
We're
one of
hearing
those in a
from the
while. What are you
official
seeing as they
ruling
come
right
across
here.
the finish line?
Their nose.
There's 2 noses at the same time?
That's right. They
So-
stop and they get there right there, and we say close enough for another race.
So what comes up now? So we have a runoff here then?
Runoff again. Yep.
All right, so we're going to see these 2 dogs.
So we have Toby, first-time entrant here in the Wiener Wannabes. He's under 2 years old. He is part poodle, part Bichon, and 1/2 dachshund. We also have Lolly. So it's Lolly and Toby after a dead heat. Toby from Schuyler, Lolly from Columbus. And we're off again. Toby this time gets that way in front, and he's tackled, and no one has crossed the finish line yet. No one is, and it might have been Lolly. I think Lolly might have done it.
And Lolly with the
And she is.
late finish and then had to empty the bladder there. Like any great athlete, while you're performing, you can't go to the bathroom. You have to hit the bathroom immediately after. That's what Lolly did. A victory bathroom break, as you might call it.
And that one was about as close as it could have come. We're seeing some of the dachshunds getting a little confused at the finish line when they get to their owners. We're not sure what we could do. We're going to hear
All
from
right, we do have another heat of
Lolly
Wiener
now, I
Wannabes.
believe.
So if the following would come forward, Reba.
All right, so that was the championship. Lolly is the, actually, excuse me, no, yeah, Lolly is the Wiener Wannabe champion. There's 2 heats. We had 3 late additions, so here's heat 2 of the Wiener Wannabes coming up. Columbus Small Animal Hospital, big thank you to the Columbus Small Animal Hospital helping make this broadcast possible, giving these dachshunds and canines some love. So we bring this to you live, the 6th annual Frankfurter race here for Columbus Days.
So we got Reba, Monty, and Tolliver.
And it looks like walking across the finish line, I think it might be either Reba or Tolliver. We'll have to get the official word. It's
And we're hearing Tolliver over the loudspeaker.
Monty.
Wait, Monty.
So
So-
what we're finding out is not necessarily the list of the dogs are in the same lane, but what we all know is these dogs are champions. Monty is going to be taking on Lolly in the Wiener Wannabes Championship. Great effort.
Glad to have them coming back. All right,
So a strong finish there for Monty as they will get a second to rest up before they come back out and battle things out. There you hear Willie Pitts busting out the vocal cords over the loudspeaker. He alongside Dr. Matt Gottschall announcing.
Imagine that in downtown Columbus, as Wiener Dog Race is a very popular thing. A lot of people helping out with this broadcast. Imagine that right here in downtown Columbus. Big thank you to them for being a part of this running of the Frankfurters live.
And a very intense rounds that we've seen so far. We've seen some really great races. It'll be interesting to see how these finals pan out because you're not particularly going to get the same outcome that we had these first times. You get 2 different dogs, pretty aggressive. You know, they're very competitive, I should say. Not aggressive, but ready to battle it out. They might get distracted. One might take off and take a lead, so you never know who's going to finish first. Radney, though, as you've seen, a big improvement from last year, so that's just our hands in the booth experience. You got to be happy about that race. So, I mean, anything special with the training regimen that you can bring in and implicate into here?
Definitely the big thing was the performance-enhancing object. We had the bunny, his favorite bunny, and I think he didn't have that last year, and he was confused. And that helped him get across the finish. We don't have any here, as it's Rolo and Kovu. This is the Little Smokies Championship right here.
And we're hearing a squeaky toy here on the far side.
Dominating performance by Kovu, who is the champion of the Little Smokies in the 6th annual running of the Frankfurters. There is Kovu. Let's see if we can get him over here.
Kovu with a fantastic run.
We need to hear from the owners right now. Kovu getting the victory.
All right, so Kovu with a very strong race. You have the squeaky toy. I mean, what did it for you? Was it the squeaky toy a big help for you guys?
Yes, he loves that toy. Favorite.
Anything special on the training regimen as you guys prepare for today's race?
We actually thought it was a 25-yard race, but it's like a lot less. So he was doing that pretty fast, and I knew he was going to win. So
He's breathing hard, but he should be running a great race. Congratulations on the victory.
thank you.
There you heard from Kovu.
Hey, Willie, do you know?
So a great race there. Like I said, you just heard from Kovu. Very tired, along with owner Mara Vasquez.
So it's now hot doggers. It's Lexi and either Trip or Coco. We're waiting to get the official word. Big thanks to My 15 City right here in Columbus. Check them out with any of your needs for big occasions. Another sponsor, My 15 City. Here's Lexi in the Hot Doggers Championship. Lexi was talking smack last time. She's doing it again, and it worked. Here we go. Coco and Lexi, and it's Lexi who comes across first.
And what a great finish by Lexi. So Lexi with Dennis and Linda Cloder. We'll see if we can get them real quick here to see if they have any words of wisdom for us after that strong victory, but fantastic job. Can we get you guys real quick?
Was it Lexi?
All right, congratulations on the victory. See if we can get Lexi up here.
Oh, we got the wrong one.
Well,
here's Lexi. They're all winners, though.
Okay, Lexi, okay. Well, we got both you guys. Any words of wisdom? You guys are both in the final heat. Dogs, both very tired, ran very hard. Any special advice for everybody else who's competing?
Use the separation anxiety.
That gets them running across. We got our champion here, very tired as well, ran very fast. Anything special you guys did with the training regimen to get ready for today?
Squeaky toy.
Squeaky toy it is, and she was ready to go right out of the gate. She talked a lot of smack. We heard her barking at the beginning, and she backed it up today. Congratulations, guys, and congratulations. Oh, there we go. Beautiful. We got Wiener Dog Love over here. Enjoy the victory, guys.
And moving right along, because this is just fast and furious. Gary, Sophie, and Missy. This is our 3-heat senior sausage division. This is for all the marbles. It's a close one and a win. Who is it? Gary from heat number 3.
Gary ran a fantastic race the first time around and backed it up again.
Dominating performance coming out of the 3rd heat of the senior sausages. Gary, Becky, and Andy Brown, the owners.
Okay, so we have the championship dog right here. Anything special you guys did? I'm asking everybody what the training regimen coming up today's race. 2 fantastic races back to back. Anything special you guys did to prepare for today?
Well, we don't want to release what we've been doing with him.
Understandably.
Other dogs would be following that. So he did watch some Olympics.
Yeah. So looking at his performance today, you analyze it. Anything? I mean, what can you say about how he ran today?
No, he's just a good dog. He's undefeated, and this is our only expectation.
You guys gonna be back next year?
Absolutely.
All right. So congratulations to the Browns and Gary. They'll be back again to defend their title next year. You heard it right there. They expect nothing less than victory.
Nothing but winners coming from that household as Abby was awarded the special needs Frankfurter winner. They were decided in that heat race between Roman Noodles and Abby. So now Wiener wannabes, Toby and Monty. Toby, first time entrant, I can attest to this. He is the youngest, but we had a very good race by Monty as well in his heat in the Wiener wannabes.
So Toby on the right there.
Big thank you to Barbara Jeans helping sponsor this 6th annual running of the Frankfurters as this is the final championship race. Barbara Jeans, a big thanks to that local business right here in Columbus. And Toby gets out in front, he slows down, he crosses the line. Toby is the winner, coming from Schuyler.
Let's hear it for Toby.
So a big victory there for Toby.
Michaela and Jordan Wackel.
Okay, grab your we got Toby, and then are you Michaela?
Yeah,
all right. Well, what can you say about the race? A great back-to-back run for Toby.
Yeah, it was pretty impressive. We were impressed with him because this is his first time he's ever raced another dog. So.
How key is the toy into this race?
Yeah, we used a donkey stuffed animal that he just loves, and it really worked. So.
Toby, congratulations. Anything you do to celebrate the victory?
Oh, he's gonna get so many treats.
Hey, I can't argue with that. Dogs love treats, obviously, and Toby should get a ton of them because he ran a great race. Congratulations.
Thank you.
All right, Toby celebrating the victory. The Wakas got to be happy with that first-time entry.
Talked to Michaela prior to the race. She said she wasn't expecting him to move at all. This is the first time he's even been around other dogs, but as you can see, sometimes experience is everything, and sometimes it is nothing. That wraps up the races here, but what a great time here as Columbus Days is coming to somewhat of an end. A big thank you to everyone who made this possible, the Wiener Dogs Columbus Monument, as well as Imagine That, My 15 City, a lot of Columbus local businesses, and Columbus Small Animal Hospital, all helping make this possible. Amazing competition, amazing fun. Grant, how do we wrap this baby up? Your thoughts on all of the racing here in the 6th annual running of the Frankfurters as we have the picture with some of the champions and the king and queen.
Oh, very exciting. Yeah, you have your king and queen of Columbus Days getting a nice picture with all our victorious Wiener Dogs. It's been a blast. First time broadcasting here. I got to imagine one of the first times Wiener Dog race has ever been broadcast, especially in the state of Nebraska, and we are glad to be a part of it. It's just a blast to be out here. Great weather. If you get a chance, come down, check out Columbus Days. We're going to be doing the parade here in a couple hours as well, so can't miss all the action. It's been a blast today, and these dogs did not disappoint.
Absolutely. 3 o'clock, the parade, which pretty much wraps up Columbus Days, will be broadcasted live, so tune in again. Now, Grant, this won't be the last time I feel like I can say that with a lot of certainty that we'll be broadcasting running of the Frankfurters. This has been a success, a lot of fun, and all goes to a great cause as well. Paws and Claws Adoption Center getting all the proceeds right here in Columbus. It's a no-kill shelter helping take care of all the animals in the Columbus area as well. So win-win for everybody.
Yeah, it's been very exciting. There you see the Browns coming up as they get their pictures taken, Andy and Mandy Brown. And it has been absolutely a blast. Yeah, can't wait to come back. They're already getting ready to tear down here. But it has just been a great crowd out here in Frankfurt Square for Columbus Days. There is action all over the place. A lot of hard-working people doing what they can to put these events together. So you can't say enough about everyone that's helped us out as well and get this stuff together. Karen Rieger, a big help, getting things lined up and doing what she could to make sure we're out here comfortably and get you guys this live broadcast. So a blast to be here.
He's Grant Otten. I'm Brandon Axman. That was the 6th annual running of the Frankfurters. Stay with us on News Channel Nebraska in just a couple short hours. Tune in at 3 p.m. for the Parade of Columbus Days to wrap up the 4-day celebration. We'll see you then.
Thank you for watching the 6th annual running of the Frankfurters, live from Frankfurt Square.
Home Real Estate is an all-star team of realtors who are ready to work for you.